Kimmy. Kimmy. Good evening, thanks for watching Rise of Online News, kickoff edition of Rise of Online News. Rise of Senior. My name is Isaac here. We start with some late breaking news here. So just go off with some, just turn the camera on here and just go off with some news here. So I'm going to turn the camera on here to start the news here, to do their local news here, and then I'm going to do my local news here too. So yeah. So here's certain news here with their late breaking news here. So here's certain news with the Martin book writer. So give me a sec, so you can hear the turn the camera on. Come on here. Okay.
The defense is working made its migrants defendants, and I will be fighting this over to superior.
After a full day of compelling and sometimes contradictory testimony, a judge says there is enough evidence for Southern Arizona rancher George Kelly to stand trial for killing an undocumented migrant outside Nogales. Thanks for joining us for 13 News live at 6 tonight. I'm Brooke Wagner.
And I'm Dan Morris. The case of George Kelly has grabbed national attention. Prosecutors say the 74-year-old shot a Mexican migrant in the back on his property outside of Nogales last month. 2 other migrants were hurt. Kelly's defense team says he was defending himself. Prosecutors say Kelly ambushed the unarmed victims. The judge said there's enough evidence to suggest Kelly may have committed second-degree murder. News 13, Michaela Novitsky has been in court all day and joins us now live.
Michaela, what can you tell us about what happened today?
Well, Dan and Brooke, in today's hearing, the judge heard evidence from both sides and found that there is probable cause to take this to trial. Kelly will have an arraignment on March 6th. We heard from 4 witnesses today. First, a lead detective who is the head investigator in this case, a witness who was crossing the border with the shooting victim, Gabriel Quinn Blutamea, and 2 other detectives. The lead detective talked about inconsistencies in Kelly's statement about what happened over his numerous calls to Border Patrol, saying that he heard shots and fired back, saw 5 armed men in camo, which then changed to 10 to 15 armed men. The second witness was a migrant who was with Blutamea when he was killed. He identified Kelly in the courtroom as the person who shot at them that day and said he was wearing a blue-gray shirt like he was today. The state argued that there was probable cause for second-degree murder because Kelly manifested extreme indifference for human life. They argued that Kelly was all over the place with his statement to authorities. The defense argued that something happened, but it didn't involve George Kelly.
He's really all over the place with his statements. First at 2:30 when he calls, he says he's being shot at and he's returning fire. Just 6 minutes later, he changes his story and says, no, it's actually just too far away to tell if they're armed or not. At 4:23, he changes his story again, and now he's talking about 10 to 15 people who are armed that are near his residence. And then by 5:26, that's when he realizes exactly what he has done in this case.
It's no rational fact finder to believe these people who've come forward, Your Honor. I would submit to the court, obviously there is a dead body here. Obviously the person has been shot. There is a gunshot wound. That's certainly reasonable suspicion. That requires an investigation. That did not take place in this case. That needs to happen. Probable cause is a level beyond reasonable suspicion. There needs to be probable cause that this crime, this specific crime, took place. We don't know that.
And the judge said there are still many things in question and that there is probable cause to take this to trial. Now, missing from court today was Kelly's wife. The state is working to subpoena her and they expect her to be at the trial. This is a developing story, so be sure to stay with us on air and online. Now reporting live in Nogales, Mikhail Novitsky, 13 News.
Okay. Give me a second here so I can. Give me a second here. Alright, sorry. So there you go, guys. Bring you guys back together here. Sorry about that, you guys. I'm trying you guys back together here. So time we have our newscast here. There's all my news. Will be. I'll explain this in a second. Do not commercial break, guys. I'll explain this during our commercial break. Thanks so much, Samurai Book Wagner. We have some way breaking news here. There's all my news here. Police dog found dead in a fence-covered apartment. Woman charged. Las Vegas Ray on news. Police Las Vegas woman arrested after they found a dog dead inside a home with which was also covered in animal waste. Las Vegas Montgomery Police Department officials covered Animal Protection Services Tuesday morning about a adopted dog submitted cruelty inside an apartment. KVVU reported a 4 apartment was covered fleas and a dog apartment to be in real storage production. No one was in the home and the dog was seen in the apartment major. Police 29 Mill Broadway. And there was Nogales, Berkeley, and had dog and had seen her child about 10 days. Dog barking from the apartment 2 weeks. Police said contact police had been in the apartment two nights before when the 1-year-old Hazy was seen arriving in a frying. Officials asked to came to apartment basically recently and said that she was North Las Vegas. Police said abandoned search warrant was adopted and found abandoned scene inside a 4-bathroom kitchen, living room covered fees. According to officials, say that the dog found dead inside the kennel was 10 Mitchell Wings apartment. Escaped the police said there was no water, only a small amount of food in the bowl. Give me this. KVV. Okay. His cover was also reported. Was also he had lots of weight. Police since evacuated search has been dead longer 2 days. KVVU constant checked and detective basically subject previously complete the scene apartment October last year. Precision Services Day noted covered the freeze until basically got covered. Basically token Cuddy on February 27th, Budgie complained that basically issued to Spring Valley Hospital. Once the hospital investigation viewed basically and said them to them had lived in the apartment end of January due to power issues with February she did not please say that was there. Basically they told them ex-boyfriend supposedly February 20 but got sick was unable to reportedly could provide ex-boyfriend phone number. Basically 300 next quarter is February 28th. The police say was rise of his online newscast with various details on his investigation. On this. Coming from us, those online news. We have more local news with certain news here, and much more on Rogers Online News here. And we have much more local news on Rogers Online Newscast too. We can give you here too, and we're on Rogers YouTube channel here too for behind the scenes and hang out with the conversation too here. You know, it's an in conversation here and hang out with us in the commercial break here. So please join the Rogers YouTube channel here. We'll be right back with Rogers Online Newscast Live 8 here. We'll be right back. Hey guys, good evening you guys. Welcome to Rogers Online Newscast over here on Rogers YouTube channel. So give me a second and I'll get you guys comments. I'll get back to you guys comments in a second. Here I need to get back. I need to get my next news here and get 13 here. So give me a second and I can chat with you guys here. Okay. So just give me a second. Give me a second. Am I going to be at the debug or am I going to be standing on the news desk here? I was talking to the control room today, guys. In my IP here. Number 2 on the news viewers move on from this commercial break. So you want me to get the tower then? Okay. Yeah. So you guys gonna come with me, I think. Cause I'm going to the I'm gonna be starting somewhere else here. Do my next experiment here, so give me a second. For traffic. Yeah, tell me we're gonna try to do traffic here. We're gonna try to do even traffic here on the ones. How much of this commercial break? How long are we in this commercial break here? 5 minutes in this commercial break? Okay. So let me get you guys. We're 5 minutes left in this commercial break. They just told me. So let me get you guys comments here. And let me see. So, getting you guys here. Welcome to Roscoe's online newscast on this Sunday evening. Here is my kickoff here, newscast kickoff here of my Roscoe's online newscast here. Hope you guys are enjoying this here. If you guys want to see more of this newscast here, please make sure you hit the subscribe button on Roscoe's YouTube channel here. Please turn that notification bell on here. Share this YouTube channel here. Share my YouTube channel here, and make sure you give me a like. And make sure you comment down below what's about this newscast here. We like this newscast here for you guys on the night here. Or I might start some more newscasts here too. Who knows? So just let me know what you think. So yeah. Let me know how you guys are doing this evening here too. So yeah. Because I'll be chatting with you during the commercial breaks. And I'll try to chat with you guys here during my newscast here if I have a chance. Because I'll be reading news stories too here. So if you guys are watching the certain news videos here, certain news here, then I can just shout you guys. If I'm doing my newscast part here, then it's hard for me to chat with you guys, so I'll try to do my best. That means I have to charge you guys in the commercial place here. If the shooter did certain news here, then obviously I need to chat to you guys. Okay? So, because this is how it's going to go from now on for Roscoe's on newscast guests here. From now on, we have contractors now. We just got contractors now with 13 News, QLD, News 13. We switch over to 13 News. We're a short news segment here. And then we switch over back to my newscast here. We switch over to my newscast here. We're going to do my news segment here. And then we switch over to 13 News to do their news segment here. Do their news segment here. And then we switch over to my news. Back to my news here. Do my news segment here. So we take turns back and forth. So yeah, when we do my news segment here on YouTube. So it's pretty awesome. So yeah. We're trying out for today and see how it works. So yeah. You told me about to come back from commercial break here, so yeah, I had to get ready. Yeah. Okay. Alright, that's ready. Oh my gosh. Welcome back to Roscoe's on newscast here on this Sunday evening here. My name is Roscoe here. The search of things series go to certain news here. KLD here. We're student center here with Dan Mars and Buck Wagner here with their short news segment here. Dan Mars, Buck Wagner, take it away.
Special time here at KOLD 13 News. 2023 first March went on the air its very first programming. It's a special time here at KOLD 13 News. 2023 first marked 70 years since this station went on the air with its very first programming.
Our Bud Foster caught up with a Tucsonan who made a star-making appearance on one of those very first broadcasts 70 years ago.
I wanna be a cowboy sweetheart. I wanna learn to rope and to ride. I was 10 years old when I started on radio the first time I sang. I was so young.
Yeah.
A baby.
Laverne Davis is one of those Tucson treasures that gets lost in time. As a young child, 70 years ago, she was one of the most famous people in Tucson.
December 52, they were so excited about getting television.
Davis was excited because she was one of the very first to appear on Tucson TV on Channel 13 in January 1953 with Dean Armstrong and the Arizona Dance Hands.
It was the biggest, probably the biggest thing to happen to me. The most important thing to happen to me.
But even so, it was not her first time in front of a camera. While in Phoenix, which already had TV, she was performing at the bank opening and was spotted by a popular country western TV host, Lou King.
I sang I Want to Be a Cowboy Sweetheart, played my guitar, and when the show was over, Lou King came backstage and he said, he took his hat off and threw it down and he said, "Can you be on my TV show this afternoon?" And I said, Of course, I was on his show.
12 years old at the time and 2 years before her debut performance on Tucson TV. But it's a Tucson appearance which still lives most vividly in her memories.
It was just a big thing to me. Exciting, and I was very nervous.
She went on to Vegas, toured the country, did all of those things. But looking through her memorabilia, she was 1950s Tucson through and through. Folks who don't have a home TV, tonight she's here for you to see. For a long time, in the early years of television, Laverne Davis was Tucson's sweetheart. I'm Bud Foster, 13 News.
Jurors hear how a Tucson man ended up becoming a suspect as he stands trial for the killing of a 6-year-old girl. Jurors heard from a police detective today in the trial of Christopher Clements. He testified how they made their case against him in the killing of 6-year-old Isabel Celis. Our Mary Coleman is staying on top of the testimony. She's live at Superior Court downtown. Mary.
Yeah, Valerie, well, as we wrap up this week of testimony, they ended the day with an expert on data talking about where Clements' phone was pinged, specifically the night that Isa was missing. But the morning began with the defense starting to question TPD Detective Josh Cheek, who we've told you about. If you've been following along, he's among those officers who looked at various records of Clements and his data. Now, the defense asked Cheek, quote, "Mr. Clements was not the prime subject of TPD and its investigation into Isabel's disappearance until 2017, correct?" Cheek said, "I think that would be a fair statement." They also asked, "There was no finding of Mr. Clements on surveillance videos, correct?" Cheek said, "That's correct." The defense also tried to paint Clements' girlfriend Melissa Stark as a liar, as she stated she did not know about a secret app folder on his devices. However, her photo was taken when she tried to log into the app unsuccessfully. Clements has been looking up to see some of the pictures shown today, which is something we haven't seen so far this trial. The defense also showed Detective Cheek photos taken in Isa's room that show what appears to be drops of blood. Cheek says the Celis family says they were likely from Isa's bloody nose. A juror asked the detective, quote, "Based on experience, would you conclude the blood came from a certain direction?" He said, "We do analyze blood stains. What I can say about these is that they appear to be 90-degree droplets. I don't see what I would call directionality associated with these droplets." And then the state called Cy Ray to the stand. He's the director of LexisNexis, the creator of ZX, companies that help with tracking cellular data. He reviewed the signals coming off Clements' devices in April of 2012. The state asked Ray to show the courtroom the data he collected. Now, I'm going to go through some of those dates and times. Bear with me here. I'll tell you some of those relevant ones. On April 20th of 2012, Chris's phone was pinged close to the Celis home near Broadway and Craycroft. At 12:18 a.m., April 21st, Towers pinged his device along I-10 and Ina and La Cholla, that's near Bedrocks where Chris said he was. And then at 12:32 a.m. to 3:46 a.m., there were no voice calls, text messages, or data info, but Ray can't say if the device was turned off. At 3:47, there was an incoming text near Glen and Craycroft. And between 6:25 and 9:19 a.m., there were no calls or texts. Then at 9:20 a.m., there was a text incoming that pinged the device near I-10 and Twin Peaks in Avra Valley. Ray was asked by the state, is the Isabel Celis recovery site in the general area of the towers you saw? It is, he said. Ray said, from the data we have, it's consistent that Clements was in the area for at least 50 minutes. The defense then began cross-examination, and Kessler talks about how broad the range is of these pings. He also pointed to the fact that Ray, quote, only has an associate's degree in criminal justice, seemingly alluding to his lack of education. Now that is going to continue here on Tuesday. We will, of course, continue to bring you the very latest details in this trial. For now, reporting live downtown, Mary Coleman, 13 News.
A developing story as we're seeing some warning signs for Pima County's economic future, and that could mean tough decisions for county leaders in the next few months. 13 News reporter Bud Foster joins us live as he tracks these warning signs. And Bud, what are you hearing?
Well, you know, Valerie, we live right now in an uneven economy, so Pima County is trying to get out ahead of that. Probably not a bad idea. So what they've done is they've set down some markers. So if this happens, they do this. If that happens, well, then they do that. Well, they've issued their first report now about where they are and where they think they need to go.
Tucson is growing. We're, growing a little bit slower than the U.S. and
All right. Okay, just go to our first order traffic here. On the ones here, which there's all my news here. And these are my book runner from 13. Oh, so go here. One second. So here. So that you guys from sure go to see what's in the camera. Switch. Okay, yes. Oh. Okay. It's going to traffic on with there's our newscast here. So right now we got our first live traffic map here, and we have our traffic here. And let's go back on next. Let's go next. Try back here. And do another turn. And when on the freeway, it's working very nice here. You're not traveling on the one, it's going to be about 10 minutes here. That's the next traveling on the one. See, on my news here at 8 p.m. here. Yes, now you can check of your writer here with your 10 minutes of check right here with 13 news here. So let's do that now. One sec. Sorry. One. Okay, let's do that right now. Okay. Okay. Okay, just do that here. How was over there? How was it? I don't remember. Oh yeah. That was over there. Okay. So now you get to traveling where you turn your first away with 13 news here. 10 minutes away with 13 news. Here we go. What you want to hear, Christian?
Exactly. It's moving in our direction. It will move through our area much faster from what it has been moving through California. We're not expecting quite the crazy scenes, here is what they've been having, but we do expect some snow, some wind in the mountains, so winter weather advisory has been hoisted for the higher elevations, and certainly we're going to see some rain here in the valley. Here's the bird's eye view on our current radar of this storm system. You can just sort of see it sitting and spinning just off the coast of Southern California. First band of rain already making its way into western Arizona, and that will continue to open up and push in our direction as we head through the overnight. So here's what it looks like on our future radar. Really, the first round doesn't arrive our area until just before sunrise. So 5 to 6 a.m., some showers in and around eastern Pima County from Tucson down through Green Valley and stretching into Santa Cruz County. We advance this out here through 8 a.m. and we start seeing some of that rain trying to change over to snow in the mountains. That's the pink that you're seeing here. As that heads to the east, then by 9 to 10 a.m., if we do have any flakes in the Tucson area, that would be about the time frame that we would see them. Not expecting any accumulating snow across Tucson, but of course for the mountains we are expecting some
higher elevation snowfall there. And that would be across mainly Greenlee, Graham, and Cochise counties. So short-term temperature-wise, we're talking 36 degrees. That rain potentially starting after midnight, but really in earnest about 5 a.m. That's when we have our highest chance for rain. So if you normally sleep past that, you'll likely sleep through the majority of our showers. 7 a.m., 60% chance, down to 40 at 9 a.m. and 11 a.m., so 20% chance. And then we do some drying out after that. So our chance for a rain snow mixture in Cochise County from 6 a.m. through 10 about 7 to 8%. For rain from Oro Valley, Tucson down through Green Valley at 80% during that time. It will change to snow across the Catalinas, the Rincon, so we've got a winter weather advisory, goes into effect at 2 a.m., continues through 11. Places like Mount Lennon, Summer Haven, potentially picking up another 4 to 10 inches worth of snow with this particular storm system, but we've got another one that we're tracking moving in later this week as well. So brace for some serious weather whiplash. We'll go from that high of 76 degrees today down to 50 for a high tomorrow. That'll put us 21 degrees below average. Hard to imagine that our temps and our weather will change that quickly overnight, but that will be the case. 43 is all you'll warm to in Wilcox, 44 Sierra Vista, 45 Nogales. This is that 7-day forecast and how it all plays out. Sunshine and
Yeah. I did it. Coming back to the break, compromises on newscast here. Praise for woman hit by a train near Interstate 10 in Tucson. A man arrested hitting multiple cyclists. Goodyear Highway here. Man dies after a 10-year-old vehicle crash parked in Benson Highway. New report officials new farming prices to help during harmless driving. Policeman dies after DUI investigation leads to official investigation shooting North Phoenix. That's kind of what Monsters on News at 8 o'clock tonight. And remember, we're on Monsters YouTube channel here, into the newscast here to preach on the conversation here on Monsters YouTube channel here. Here. So we'll be right back after this commercial break here. We'll be right back. Hey guys, so you're gonna see us put everything back together from the traffic here. Because in the traffic here, we have to move the newscast here to go to the B-wall here. Because we're seriously for that's the B-wall here, so we have to move the tape, newscast here to do the B-wall here. So yeah, so now we're gonna see always doing during our commercial breaks here, you're going to see always move our newscast back here. So you see the behind the scenes are really just back here. So yeah, you're going to see wild behind the scenes here during the commercial breaks here. So that's the most fun part here about our watchings here. The commercial breaks here are on the YouTube channel here because because you get to see what's pricing about the character and join on the conversation and fun here. So yeah. So yes, let's get straight to it. So yeah. So our next traffic of the ones here is going to be in about 10 minutes here before we do our forward forecast here. We're should be on to the acquisition of news. That's in 15 minutes here. After my 4 news segments here. So yeah. So that means that the money's back in and goes to be all. So yeah. Do it here. Right. That's a good position. Yeah, and then reposition my rock up here. Yeah. Then I'm reposition you guys to here. Alright, yeah, let me put in the mic, the wires with the microphone here. You guys can have good audio here too. Make sure you guys can you guys hear me? Hear me okay? Testing. You guys can hear me okay. Okay. There. Yeah. And you want to talk about audio for the next time you start for the next 13 years old. So do audio. There we go. This one and have demos and do demos about the workplace. So which are the history about the workplace and then demos of the workplace here? Okay. So next, so we're coming from the commercial break here. We're going to go to certain news here and talk about the history of the Tucson workplace here. Then after that, we're going to go straight to Dan Morris here. He's going to talk about his story about the Tucson workplace here. And then after that, I'm going to go straight to do my 4 news segments here. And then we're going to do one last traffic on the ones here for the evening here. And then go straight to first aware here, which you might do a Christian here. And then after that here, I'll say one last thing of my newscast here for the evening here, and that'll be every newscast here for tonight. So yeah. So we're almost done with the newscast here for now, actually here. For kickoff here, so everybody's almost done here. So yeah. I'll let you guys know. So you guys are having fun here. So yeah. Welcome to Watchers on Newscast here. My name is Josh over here. We're going to go to certain news here. We're going to listen to the Tuesday Workplace history here. Then we're going to go to Dan Morris. He's going to talk about his workplace history here. So yes, good to see that right now. So yeah, it means I have to reposition this. Okay. Okay, let's go straight to Denmark and we'll go straight to Tucson. We'll probably start the news here. History here. Let's go straight to that now.
1825, a gentleman who was a transplanted New Yorker named Frederick Leighton Kramer convinced business leaders here in Tucson that there should be a rodeo. Some of the business leaders wondered why we needed a rodeo in the West, because we had so many guest ranches and working ranches around that we basically had a rodeo every day. But he convinced them to put up some money to create a professional rodeo here in Tucson. All the contestants were required to ride in a parade through downtown that then led those spectators out to the rodeo grounds, which was located at the current location of the Banner University Medical Center. Over the years, various civic groups put together the parade on an annual basis. The rodeo parade is a tradition in Tucson, and it's been a tradition for many, many years. We talk to people who come out to the parade who say they came when they were children, and now they're bringing their grandchildren out. It's something that's unique to Southern Arizona and the Tucson community.
Sponsored by Discover Tombstone.
You know, you hear the word tradition so much when it comes to the Tucson Rodeo Parade. Almost 100 years of it brings us together. It celebrates the cowboy way of life, the Southwest, the rich culture that we're all a part of. Well, it's such a big piece of Tucson's history. It spans generations of families. I was Grand Marshal in 2014, and just to know that I'm part of this group that represents the Rodeo Parade, that I really treasure that. It really brings us all together, and that's one of the things I love most about it.
The Tucson Rodeo Parade is sponsored by Discover Tombstone.
Okay, so we're going to go. Give me a second. Okay. Go over here. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we're going to do our children ones here, and then after that, we're going to do quickly our news zone, news zones here. Then we're going to do our further where we're keeping up to crazy from the news here. So yeah. Let's get started with that. So right now your midtown traffic is working okay on Interstate 10. I-10 is looking nice here, and you still got one more traffic map here. And working southeast right now. Working southeast on is I-10 here. Working smoothly here. That's your was on. So we're gonna here. On you guys here. So. We're gonna take 5 minute commercial break about this on newscast here. So come up on Buzzers on newscast here. We're gonna have your one last news on here, and then your first forecast here, which emerges immigrants in here from Shifting News here. That's all coming up on Buzzers on newscast here. We'll be right back. Hey guys, so you're gonna see me. We can start with my news desk. here again here, so give me some time to get. We're gonna set up here. You guys repositioned here. Okay. Let's work on. Yeah, I'm trying to talk you guys through this because this is a 5-minute lunch break here, so yeah, it's going to be quick here. So I think you're ready to go to my next one. So because this is a moist break, it needs moist, it needs spray here. So to go quick and go to first right here, and then I'll be your newscast here. So yeah. So yeah. Yes, I'm going to show you the whole news video, so this is going to be the first part of it. Okay. The Community Food Moment to watch the news here. I'm out over here. The Community Food Bank Southern Arizona drove out locations across donations here. Gun Hobbs approach new deaths policy reviews consumers coverage left weeds on tips of Las Vegas apartment complex without power until 2 times. Teresa contest second time one being without crashing into Scottsdale building. Date of Christmas claims didn't become prime suspect until when the FBI specialist remains. Baltimore Women opens to all power back on foremost Summer Haven. So now you just go to your first weather forecast here with one sec here. One sec. Let me start with that, guys. Let's go to your first weather forecast here with Chief Meteorologist. Let's go to your forecast here with Chief Meteorologist Aaron Goodson here with your full weather forecast here for your meeting here. Aaron?
Right? Exactly. It's moving in our direction. Mm-hmm. It will move through our area much faster from what it has been moving through California. We're not expecting quite the crazy scenes, here is what they've been having. But we do expect some snow, some wind in the mountains. So winter weather advisory has been hoisted for the higher elevations. And certainly we're going to see some rain here in the valley. Here's the bird's eye view on our current radar of this storm system. You can just sort of see it sitting and spinning just off the coast of Southern California. First band of rain already making its way into western Arizona. And that will continue to open up and push in our direction as we head through the overnight. So here's what it looks like on our future radar. Really, the first round doesn't arrive our area until just before sunrise. So 5 to 6 a.m., some showers in and around eastern Pima County from Tucson down through Green Valley and stretching into Santa Cruz County. We advance this out here through 8 a.m. and we start seeing some of that rain trying to change over to snow in the mountains. That's the pink that you're seeing here. As that heads to the east, 9 to 10 a.m., if we do have any in the Tucson area, that would be about the time frame that we would see them. Not expecting any snow across Tucson, but of course for the mountains we are expecting some higher elevation snowfall there. And that would be across mainly Greenlee, Graham, and Cochise counties. So short-term temperature-wise, we're talking 36 degrees. That rain potentially starting after midnight, but really in earnest about 5 a.m. That's when we have our highest chance for rain. So if you normally sleep past that, you'll likely sleep through the majority of our showers. 7 a.m., 60% chance, down to 40 at 9 a.m. and 11 a.m., so 20% chance. And then we do some drying out after that. So our chance for a rain-snow mixture in Cochise County from 6 a.m. through 10 a.m. about 70 to 80%. For rain from Oro Valley, Tucson down through Green Valley at 80% during that time. It will change to snow across the Catalinas, the Rincon, so we've got a winter weather advisory, goes into effect at 2 a.m., continues through 11. Places like Mount Lennon, Summer Haven, potentially picking up another 4 to 10 inches worth of snow with this particular storm system, but we've got another one that we're tracking moving in later this week as well. So brace for some serious weather whiplash. We'll go from that high of 76 degrees today down to 50 for a high tomorrow. That'll put us 21 degrees below average. Hard to imagine that our temps and our weather will change that quickly overnight, but that will be the case. 43 is all you'll warm to in Wilcox, 44 Sierra Vista, 45 Nogales. This is that 7-day forecast and how it all plays out. Sunshine and
okay, let me get you guys repositioned here. One second, you guys here. Just trying to get you guys repositioned. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to get you guys. You guys are weak. Okay, thanks so much, Grayson, for your forecast here, for the news here. So coming up next time on Martha's Arizona newscast here, Senate gets back on Tucson community driving nearly a week. Cochise County authorities looking for a suspect here. Tucson police local owners work on in their direction driving, combating issues on crashes Tucson roads, not getting what you pay for, how far is complaints. That's all we're going to be talking about on our next Martha's Arizona news here. And we're watching more news on certain news here, KOD here. That's all we'll be talking about on Martha's Arizona news, guys. Here, please join us again here on Martha's Arizona newscast here again here on Martha's Arizona here live at 8 p.m. here. Again here. And thanks for watching Martha's Arizona news here, kickoff edition here tonight on the Sunday edition here. And thanks for joining us here. This before Sunday evening here. And I hope we can join us again here, probably next Sunday here on Martha's again. And please make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel here, the notification bell here, and share this, and like, comment, subscribe, and turn the notification bell on here. And make sure you hit that comment down below and give me a like. So that being said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on next Martha's Arizona news, guys, here. And have a good night. Good night, guys.